We did some things all right tonight. We had plenty of opportunities here. I mean, early in the game, we left a lot of people on base. Some of that was our doing. Some of it was just some bad luck too. Julian laces a ball about as hard as you can hit it. With some people on base, and that could have turned into something. Wallner hits one down the line, and Sal makes a pretty good play, diving down the line. But overall, I think coming off of the off day, we probably could have had some better at-bats when there were people on base. And, we just ran into some trouble, like you said, with the command late in the game. That's, Duran has been so good for us. I mean, there are going to be outings like that. And it starts, I think, with the runner on second base who's already out there, and they have good athletes on their team, and he steals third base, and then the pressure's on us at that point.
Sonny Gray was cruising there, but once again tonight, it's like the one bad inning that gets away from him. Anything in particular that you saw tonight from him?
No, I can't even place every single at-bat that inning in my head as we speak right now, but he was exceptionally efficient again. I mean, we say this almost every time he pitches. The first 2, 3, 4 innings seem like the game's just flying by. We just... it's not like it came totally off the rails, but it was definitely an inning that he wasn't as sharp as he was earlier in the game.
Positives, though, big one would be Jorge Polanco coming back today and getting a huge hit to give you guys a chance to win.
Yeah, we definitely had to do some things, and Polo was a big part of that late in the game to get ourselves back in it. I mean, that we did, and I was pleased with that. So we gave ourselves a pretty nice opportunity to win the game. It's disappointing to not win this game the way that we did come back, but that happens in these extra inning games.
102 in on the hands. I think it was off the plate, too, that last pitch to Witt. How much of that, I mean, Duran obviously didn't have his best control today, but how much of that is also Witt?
Yeah, it's a very impressive swing. I mean, I have no idea where that, you're telling me where the pitch was located. I mean, even if you know that pitch is coming, it's still very difficult, close to impossible swing to get off, to hit it the way he did. They made something happen. They left the game with no doubt, when you put a swing on the ball like that.
Duran has been lights out for you guys at times, but it feels like over the last month, a lot more of these outings were maybe not the best control or ball slip through. Anything you have seen in that?
No, I think the general feel for the off-speed pitches is not where it is when he's at his best. When he's out there in total control, I mean, he's early in the count throwing the breaking ball where he wants it. Generally, the other side doesn't have a good time trying to put that ball in play right off the bat. He's ahead, and then he can do a lot of different things once he's ahead. But working behind and maybe evening up the count and then getting behind again, it's very difficult even when you have stuff like Duran does.
Does that concern you at all at a certain point, given how good he is at throwing strikes usually?
Yeah, well, you're paying attention to it. You have to. I mean, he's obviously an important member of our group. So yes, I mean, that's something that we'll definitely spend some time on, dig into, and try to adjust. But this was definitely one of those outings where he didn't have a feel for that for the off-speed pitches.
Third time Willie scored stealing home on a double steal. Are those called practice plays, or is that his instinct?
Both. I mean, it takes a lot of instinct to be able to know what to do exactly when the right time comes upon you on the play. And it's a play that we've discussed and we've talked about, but it's not generally a play that you're going to see very often. A lot of things have to come together to be able to pull something like that off. And he's done a great job with it. And Ryan did a great job on the bases too to make that happen.
Are there instances where you would run that play and Willie would stop? I guess if the catcher doesn't throw, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, there are times where we're just going to steal second base and take second, and Willie's not going anywhere. And there are times where if he cuts it loose, Willie can go.